All right, we're gonna try and start this shit again. Do the live stream for real. I was trying to get some shit set up, but I fucked up. I guess I was pushing the button early and didn't realize that I was pushing that shit. So, um, try this shit out. Let's try this live streaming out. Let's see how this shit works. See if we can do something like this, and maybe start doing it like this. Basically, sharing the topics with y'all and let y'all speak on them as I'm coming up with them. That's kind of the idea I'm having here. I've done some videos today, but let's say just kind of see how it works out, see how it pans out, and definitely, hopefully this works. So anyway, like I say, I did a video. I haven't put it up yet, but basically talking about Rockets and the awards and things last night. I'm gonna still put it up, but I kind of want to know how you guys feel, about everybody who took home an award last night. We had Gordon, D'Antoni, Beverly was first team all defense. And of course, James, they hated on the boy Big Game James, and he came up short. But this necessarily ain't a specific topic. This is about whatever you guys want to talk about. Like I said, this is just HTOWN Sports, and like I said, I still have some other videos that I still, the daily stuff that I plan to bring later. And let me know if everything is coming through clearly. Like I said, this is my first time really rocking with the live stream, so I'm trying to see how this whole setup works. I'm gonna try to get this thing. I don't know how this shit goes, but yeah, get this shit set up. So, but like I said, I know the latest news, latest greatest was the awards last night. Y'all know how I feel. Like I said, if y'all saw the video I did a while back, shit, when the Rockets were still playing against the Thunder in the playoffs, shit, I was just like, damn. I didn't even watch the awards. Honestly, I didn't watch it. Like I said, I got all the news from Twitter. Like, it just seemed so thrown off to me that they were waiting so long after the regular season to have a regular season award show. That shit just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the deal, everybody? What's the deal, SauceNation? You know what I'm saying? Lane, Mark, I see you, Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Danny, what's up? What's up, SauceNation? What's the motherfucking deal? What's up? Happy June 27th to everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing your thing. But yeah, like I said, I didn't even really watch the awards. I was catching a lot of that shit via Twitter. I was catching a lot of that shit, via social media and shit. Just because it just seemed, it didn't seem to make sense to me. So like I said, I just kind of, I didn't really worry about it. I knew it was coming on, but I didn't even make a big deal about that shit, but it's good. Like I said, I guess, D'Antoni winning, everybody else getting stuff. That was good, but that shows you, I think that they kind of robbed us. They realized how good the team was, but never really wanted to give those dudes. There's no way you have guys like that, making it in different areas successfully, and then don't want to give us no credit. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Good deal, good deal. I'm glad y'all can hear me. But like I say, man, this is H-Town holiday, so we ain't even sweating the national media. We ain't even talking about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how y'all feeling today. What y'all got going for the June 27th? What y'all, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Omar? You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, it's two Omar. What's up, Omar and Omar? But what's up? You know what I'm saying? I want to know what's going on with y'all, SauceNation. Like I say, just want to chop it up. But like I say, the sauce is really about y'all. Y'all are the ingredients. You know what I'm saying? It's y'all opinion. Without fans, what are sports? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm a fan just like you guys are fan. I'm just opening up the conversation. So, shit. Yeah, Clowney and Watt, that's going to definitely be. Man, I'm telling you, every time I get about, I be trying to stop talking about that shit because I get too excited. Like, I be like a kid in a candy store because I'm just, you don't want to get overexcited because it has the potential to be something legendary, something great. But then, you still have a few key factors that you want to hold off on, like, Watt coming off the back surgery, but he says he's feeling good. He was out there yakking them home runs and shit. So, I think everything's going to be okay, but I'm very, very optimistic about that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Eric? You know what I'm saying? Like I say, yeah, definitely though. Clowney's, and it's just, I think it's all coming together. I think he's in the right position, and like I say, I'm just excited. I think Reader's gonna be nice. I think that whole front seven is gonna be nice, and they've had time to develop with one another. They all have a good understanding. Vrabel has just been hands on with him in the mix, so he knows, who to do what with. And I'm just excited, man. Football, NFL is king. That shit just, there's nothing better than that. So I'm definitely extremely excited for the NFL season coming up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Reader's he gonna definitely be a beast. I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna be honest. On the line, you hear so much stuff, and like I said, I'm not an offensive line expert. Even though I used to go up against a lot of offensive linemen. Um, you got Dwayne, of course. He ain't going nowhere. You got the kid Nick. A lot of people talking about Lamb, and a couple of the other pieces. A lot of people are real high on Clark, though. I mean, surprisingly, um, a lot of fans don't like Clark, but I'm hearing the coaches are pretty high on that guy. Um, I think that's just one that's going to have to see because, like I say, there's just so many new pieces there. We're going to have to actually wait till the pads get on to see what really happens, I think, with that offensive line before we really know who's going to do what. You know what I mean? But what's up? I want to say what's up, Aaron. You got to make sure I shout out everybody. What's up, SauceNation, like I say. But back to the awards and things. I thought it was good. Eric Gordon got some love. Like I say, he had a pretty solid year because, like I say, he had the 3-point contest. He had like I say, won the 6-man, and it was good to have two guys in contention with that because Lou Williams was in contention too. Um, Man, I don't know if it's raining elsewhere. It's not raining on my side right now. I'm on the south. It's not raining where I'm at. So last night that shit was bad. It was horrible. I had to go help a friend out last night with he got his vehicle in some trouble and shit. It was out in the rain last night. That shit was horrible. That's why the sauce was so late yesterday. Um, man, Jalen Strong or Braxton Miller? Shit, I want to have both of them. I don't, I'm telling you, like a lot of people, I think because Strong, you see those flashes of greatness from Strong. You see he has the potential just to really, and if he has a breakout, he can be one of those guys. You see it, and I think he knows it, but it's just like I don't know if it's been the quarterback play that's been hindering him. I don't know if it's been injuries. I don't know what it's been that's been kind of slowing that down. But I think they know it. The fans see it. Braxton Miller, like I said, I think he's going to develop greatly too because you got to understand with that position change. Like I say, he's converted from a quarterback. He's only a year or two out from that. And so he's still progressing, like I say, just learning a new position and then learning that new position in the NFL. But I'd like to see them use Braxton Miller for maybe some more trick plays, some things like that, which I think they are doing, to just have some versatility, some just in case you're really getting a jam and nothing else is working, to be able to bring some versatility to the field. I like Braxton a lot and what I think he can bring to the game. And he seems like a guy who's dedicated to his craft. So I hope to see both of them. Like I said, I don't really have a preference of one over the other. Strong's been here a little while longer, so I do like him. And like I say, when you get your first two touchdowns or your first two catches or touchdowns, shit, that's very respectable. Foreman outdoing Miller in a year or two. I'm not gonna say that right now because man, I was looking back over the season and I think I think that with Miller, I think we were a little harsh on him. How he didn't do this, he didn't do that. Miller played really, really fucking hard. Miller balled and he tried to carry a load that he just wasn't used to. I think. And I think he still tried to give it a go because there were times that you could tell he was hurt and he was still trying to play. You got to think about that play he made against Indy. That shit was great. So there's you see that from Miller, and I think he just had that workload was too much on him. So I'm not gonna go out and say that Foreman's gonna take it from him right away, but Foreman is damn good. Like I said, I really wasn't high on him when we first picked him because I was expecting O-line or something like that. So I really wasn't just keen on why would we need a running back. Lamar's decent enough, but the kid was a steal at that pick. So. They have potential maybe to be a nice duo for a couple of years to come because that's what it seems like the league is trending to. This running back by committee. Running backs aren't as highly valued as they used to be. So maybe we keep both of them. So neither one of them gets too much of workload or gets worn out. Man, now I won't be out. Now I won't be out at OTAs. I wish I could, but no, not right now. Not this time. Oh man, shit, Williams over both. Oh no, man, Williams could be cold. Like I say, he's one of those stories. You know, you hope he makes it. He's one of those guys that you root for, almost like a Charles James type story, but his is a little bit different. But you know, Charles James was one of those guys that you just rooted for. You wanted to see him make it, and he did significant for where he came in at. But Williams, man, and a lot of those guys who are former basketball players tend to do well and can convert. He has a lot of speed, man. That dude is really damn fast, and I hope he can bring something to contribute to the offense, man. Because I think he's still reigning on the West. Damn. How old am I? Yeah, I was born, since we talking about June 27th, since we talking about, swangers and foes, 84s. I was born in the great year 84. I'm 32 years old. I'm an old fucking man. Uh, you like Blue better, man? Blue, man, Blue had some good women, and that's the thing too about Blue. You can see some little thing, but it's just, to me, he's had the opportunities and not been consistent enough with it. And I just think we got better guys on the roster. Like if we didn't have some of the talent we had, I'd say, hey, keep Blue. He's a solid, backup, but I think we just have better talent on the roster that, Blue, I don't see a place for him unless he's going to play special teams or something like that. Let's see, Fedorowicz. I like Fedorowicz. If you would have asked me at the beginning of last year, I definitely would have gave you a different answer. But I think he's starting to emerge, and I don't know if it was just a fluke because of number 17 last year, and maybe they just had some awkward weirdo connection with each other, and so that they just made that happen. But I'd like to see that continue. But I think Griffin he's consistent. He's not going to do anything amazing. But I think Fedorowicz gives you a better overall game because he's a much better blocker. His hands, he's shown to his hands have improved, and shit, I just think he might turn out to be a little bit of something. Like, but if you would ask me about Fedorowicz last year, I'd say, man, fucking cut him. Like, I don't think he was. I really wasn't high on him. I didn't like him too much. Oh yeah, DeAndre definitely gonna get his one-handed in. Special teams, I don't know. There's a lot of speed back there. Because Irvin, Irvin started out last year and he didn't just do so hot. But like I said, you see a lot of people saying that he's looking more confident, looking a little bit better. And I think he had a couple of fumbles too last year. It's a lot of speed, man. It's a lot of talent. I'm not gonna jump on that one just yet. I'm gonna have to see what they talking about when camp come around. How many punt returns? Man, I would like to see Fuller not returning punts. If somebody else could fulfill that duty, that would be cool. I'd like to see him focus on just making catches, making plays, just being a receiver, not being a returner so much. But why are you taking on the rodeo, Cadell? Man, like I said, that whole defense, I think that, one, you got J.J. Watt. So if you're a young D lineman, that's the name that you've been hearing for years. You feel like you've landed in a gold mine, basically, because you get to play with the best D lineman in the game. Then you got J.D. Clowney, Jadeveon, you got whatever you want to call him. You know that name. Okay, yeah, a lot of people say, nah, yeah, but you remember that name from South Carolina. You know that name from this year. So I think these young guys are definitely going to listen because they see what these guys have done and how they develop. They want to be a part of that. I think Reader saw some of that last year. I think Watkins is definitely going to pick up on that with, have them having that relationship. There's a lot of little small ties that I think are really going to bring that defense in, and I think that the safety issue is not going to be that is not going to be as big of a deal as we think. If we can keep guys upright, healthy, I think that it's going to be a big surprise to a lot of people. And even if they're not as talented as people want, they're going to benefit off that front seven, man. Let's see. What's up? What's up, Travis? You know what I'm saying? Make sure I shout out what's up to Austin. Uh, Roscoe, what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? Cornerback safety. Yeah, without Dempsey, Bouye, like I say, Bouye, I think Bouye too. You know, as I started to look back, like I said, I went back and looked over a couple of games the other day. I think Bouye benefited a lot, like I said, from that front seven. So I think that these guys will be able to do the same. They'll be able to capitalize the return of Johnson. And like y'all know, I'm very high on Kevin Johnson. I think the dude just he makes some mistakes, but I think overall he's just he's just he can be that guy. I think he can be the man. I think he can be that guy that you want him to be. And replacing, like I say, you know, J. Joe getting older, and you're gonna have to have somebody replace that. And you want these young corners to just to be able to step up, some of these safeties step up, because, like I say, you're gonna be losing some guys, some veteran leadership, coming up in the next couple of years. Man, yeah, D Hop not being in the top 100, the top 100. Like I said, I don't pay attention to any of that shit because I want to know. I've never seen. Maybe I'm just not on enough social media. Maybe I don't pay enough attention. But I've never seen the NFL guys tweet out or talk about when they receive their ballot to vote for the top 100. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe somebody needs to hit me and let me know when they do that, because I don't believe that that's really voted on by other NFL players. I think they may ask one or two guys, but I think that it's media bullshit. I don't believe it's real. Like, hey, don't get me wrong. Love J.J. Watt. Hey, he's the motherfucking man. But J.J. Watt being 35, only playing a couple of games last year, a few games last year, I think you don't make the cut, or you don't put him up that high. There's some guys who worked real hard all last year. And like I say, I'm not to take anything away from, trust me, I'm not taking any sauce away from Houston, but that's just the way I see it. And so I don't believe in the top 100. I think the top 100 is full of bullshit. I think they just make some shit. I think it's some guys, some analysts, like I say, you guys know, like, I'm not super high on stats and advanced analytics. The eye test is what matters. Before you give a damn about any player's stats, you see him with the eye test, you're like, oh damn, that motherfucker's cold. Then you start looking into him. If the guy's not on the field, if he's not making plays, you don't give a shit about him. So that's why I say you got to look at other things. I mean, you know, stats are good for certain things, but that top 100 shit, to me, it's a crock of bullshit. Media hype, more media hype. You know, the Kareem, like I say, what's up, Eric? What's up, Chet? What's up, Isaac? I think Kareem was cool, the safety thing, but like I say, I mentioned before, you know, cornerback depth. I think he's good there. You know, I think just let those guys who are there develop and let them do their thing. I think Kareem's okay. He's a very serviceable corner. He's not toast like he used to be, or like we used to call him, but I say even then he was put into a bad situation. You already know. You know what I'm saying? June 20th. What's up? Happy June 27th to everybody. What's up, SauceNation, if you're just joining in? You know what I'm saying? Trying to do this first live stream thing. I hope everything is coming through live and clear. But like I say, y'all are the ingredients. Y'all are the flavor. So I just want to connect with y'all live. Just really link up with y'all live and chop it up. You know how it is. You know what it is. And maybe we can start doing this on a more consistent basis. Let's see. Kevin Johnson wants to be better as a game. Yeah, I can see that too with Kevin. When he first came in, I saw him being, I thought he was a little bit too light. Eric, yes, I did used to play football. I'm not gonna say where. Maybe one day hold that as a competition and y'all can figure that out and maybe do a little giveaway with that. But yes, definitely did used to play here in the Houston area, and I did play a little bit of college ball. But you know, I was wilding in college and I was acting bad. So, man, I'm a Saw shirt. Man, I'm actually working on getting one done. I was I got my homegirl. She's supposed to be taking care of that for me. I sent her, you know, what I wanted to get done. So hopefully, you know, just represent the SauceNation with a Sauce shirt or something like that. The Cow the Cool. What's up, Chet? I don't even know how to pronounce his name properly. A lot of people are high on him. When I first saw what I saw about him, I didn't like it too much. I came across some other footage, some other film of him. And I saw some different things. I'm still, like I say, from what I've seen with my eyes, I'm still not super high on the dude. I'm not hating on him. I want him to succeed because he is a Texan. But we're going to see what happens with him. Definitely think. Yeah, Bouye bouncing. I think, you know, he saw that money. And I think he didn't see the Texans making a move. So he had to do what was best for him. Like I say, for any player, you got to get the money because you're not guaranteed in the league. NFL, not for long. So I don't hate on him for doing what he had to do, but I'd have liked him to still been a Texan, yeah. But hey, he made his decision, and we'll see him. We'll see what happens with him this year when we meet up. We're gonna see him twice. Jay, you might be on to something there, man. But what I'm saying about that is the done by the. I want to know what player. Like, I'm not saying they have to show me the votes. I just want to know what players are voting for this because I honestly I think that if it was done by other players, me just thinking the way I think, I'd be voting my whole team on. And I think that would alter some things. But maybe guys don't do that. Maybe maybe you're right. But like I say, man. We just have to see what's happening. We have to just see what's shaking. Like I say, the breakout player, if Kevin Johnson isn't, like I say, I think Reader might shine. Reader might shine because he's going to benefit off them two beasts beside him. I've been hard on Fuller a lot. I think Fuller might do something. I think he has it in him. I think he might do something. I'm gonna still talk a little bit of shit. Because he had some drops that were crucial last year, Patriots. Yeah, but I think definitely Fuller might do a little bit of something. Let's see. Could outplay Kevin in the corner? Now I'm gonna have to see. I'm hearing a lot about Nelson. Like I say, I'm gonna have to see it. It's a lot different when the pads come on. In shorts, everybody shines. Everybody's a star. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of practice professionals. You know what I'm saying? Workout warriors. Practice superstars. But when the lights come on, the game changes. But then there's some people who and I promise that they look awful on the field, but when the lights come on, when it's time to shine, I've seen people cut it on, and when big moments do big things. Oh yeah, absolutely. You might as well put Bouye know what's coming. He don't want it with Hopkins. He gonna tell Ramsey to do that. He gonna be like, you get on Hopkins. Let me work on Fuller. He don't want it. Tell he don't want it. Bouye definitely don't want that. Like I say, when you leave the Texas, we got to cut them off. You know what I'm saying? We cut them off. They ain't no longer part of the family. Especially to go inside the division. That's some Mark shit. You know what I'm saying? I was rooting for the dude because I said that like in the beginning of the year. I'm like, damn, Bouye playing for a check like the very first game. But once he left, and hey, go get your money, like I said. But once he left and went inside to the Jags, anyway, hey, whatever. I'm trying to think anybody else that I think would go off this year. I think Braxton will do a little something too. Like I said, because I think he's dedicated. I think Braxton will do a little something. I don't know if this is going to be just his year to shine, but I think he'll be much more of an impact because he really wasn't an impact last year. Didn't really play too much. But I'm trying to think about the rookies we have. Like I say, y'all know how I feel about Watson. I don't care what y'all say. I don't want Watson to play. Because as long as he's not playing, it means we're doing well, and it means he's having time to absorb all of that. Let's see. Well, Miss Man just been chopping it up. What's up, Solar Pimp C? Like I say, just really been chopping it up about just like I say, just how y'all feel. Like I say, y'all are the ingredients, y'all the flavor to the sauce. So it's just whatever y'all want to talk about. This is kind of a free for all, whatever's on your mind. Let's see. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. We don't. Simon. Yeah. Fuck. I don't even want to talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. Like I say, they will get their dues. They will see that they made a very poor business decision. It may have been about the finances, but in the long run, they'll definitely regret making that move. I'm trying to think. Like I say, I'm thinking about really the biggest thing, the awards last night. I know a lot of y'all be getting on me about not talking about the Astros and why I don't talk about the Stros. Trust me, I do pay attention. Trust me, I do tune in. It's just that I don't feel as comfortable. Like I say, when I hear people talk about it, there's certain things like one, I'm trying to learn about the unwritten rules of baseball. There's a lot of little things that I did not know. And to be able for me to speak about that type of stuff naturally, that's the way I feel like I have to give it. I don't want to have to feel like I have to read from a script or something like that to really give you all the sauce. But definitely, I definitely acknowledge the Astros are the motherfucking shit. I definitely am down with Wooston. I'm down with that shit. So it's not that I'm not hating on the Astros or nothing, but like I said, I don't really feel like it would be as good of me trying to do it, and I don't feel as natural with that. So definitely gonna work on that. Definitely gonna work on the Dynamo too, because like I say, I want to be able to represent all of HTOWN sports equally, because like I say, I got love for the city all the way through. Yeah, Braxton definitely he definitely picking some shit up from Welker. That's why I say the addition of Welker, I think even though he's not, he's not a position coach, he's not a main guy, but I think the fact that you just have a guy like that, a resource that you can tap into at any time. Okay, hey man, well I did this on the route. The guy reacted like this. What should I do? And that he can say, okay, well he's experienced any and everything that you can see as a receiver in the NFL, and he can give you that guidance right there on the spot. That's just, that you to be able to have that right there accessible to those guys. That's you can't put a value on that. That's a big deal. Will, what's up, Jacob? What's up, Charles? Will's hands, like I say, last year definitely 50-50. When they drafted him, I was 50-50 on him, because those guys, those body catchers tend to stay body catchers. They rarely ever develop. I don't want him to be another Ted Ginn type. Ginn had a couple of okay years, but to me, he was just he was a fast guy, and I think that raised his stock, but he really wasn't that great. He's not that great of a receiver to me. But I think that he's been working, because Will did make some catches with his hands. So that's what kind of baffles me. What I think his issue is confidence in his hands, and confidence in being able to make those catches. But that comes with being a rookie. I think a year in it, coming in another year and being able to know what to expect a little bit more, not being nervous and having to, make sure you're paying attention to everything, that you're not fucking shit up. I think that helps a lot. So I expect to see an increase from all of last year's rookies across the board, but I definitely think Fuller will be better. He just does have some hands issues. Actually, I agree with you, Roscoe, about having the natural hands thing. Definitely see. I can't put a number on trick plays, but like I said, I like Bill because he definitely is different from Kubiak in the fact that he's not afraid to do something different if something's not working. Well, it may take a little bit. He may be a little bit stubborn, but he will, pull a rabbit out of a hat every now and then. Man, I appreciate that, Omar. I'm gonna work on it. Like I say, I want to improve my craft, and I think as my craft improves, as I get better at these things, and as I learn how to use some of this stuff that I'm using, things like that will come eventually. So hopefully so. But like I say, as long as I got SauceNation to chop it up with, man, that's what's happening. And I know somebody had asked about where I'm gonna be at NRG. I plan on going to a couple of games, but I like to be one. To me, tailgating is the shit. If you ain't never tailgated, just go get you a tailgate ticket and just experience that. But I like to hit the bar. Like, so what I do plan on is, I know some of y'all underage, some of y'all are young, y'all might not be able to hit the bars like that. But I do plan on, like I say, being around town at different locations on different sides during the games, and being able to, at least the away games, be able to like link up with some of y'all, stuff like that. I definitely would like to be able to do that. So we'll see how that pans out. Mark, I'm not mad at Andre. Andre is the man. The reason why I'm not mad at Andre is I understand a guy like that, one, all the work that he put in. And, the deal was, I think that B.O.B. had told him something like he probably wouldn't see 40 catches, or that he'd be a number 2 guy, if that, or he just really he wasn't going to start him. It was something like that. And Andre was pissed off. And so I could understand that. Hey, I'm a dude. I've been putting in work. I want to contribute. I'm out here to play. And I think when he left and went to other teams, I don't think his heart was really in it. I think when he came back here, he of course, that'll fire you up because you have something to play for. But I don't think his heart was in it when he left. I think his heart was always here in Houston. He wanted it here, but I think he still has love for the team. So I'm not mad at Andre. Dallas is awesome. Go fuck yourself. And don't get no fucking slushies either this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Yeah, I mean, I'm not tripping on, like I say, man, my thing with the subs and all that stuff is some people are gonna like what I do. Some people are not gonna like what I do. And that's cool because the people who rock with me, that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to be myself and be able to, you know what I'm saying, like I say, chop it up with y'all because I know we on the same page, we're on the same level. Even people who are not, I don't mind as long as, you know, everybody tries to keep it respectful. But let's see. Who were we talking about? Irvin doing punt returns. Yeah, I was about to say Irvin. I don't know. We'll see what happens with him. I don't know if he. I'd like to see what Hunt can do. I like Hunt a lot, and I think he's underutilized. I'd definitely like to see them find a way to get Hunt more involved and get the ball in his hands. Okay. That's what's happening. Savage life. Yeah, hey, I'm telling y'all, savage life is a thing, man. And we just gotta rock with it because, you know, it is what it is. Now, you know, like I say, I'm not gonna disavow that Deshaun Watson's out there. He's working hard. He's putting in work, and that's what you like to hear. But at the same time, hey, Savage has been quietly doing his thing over several years. The thing I like most about Savage was the year that he got hurt. And he could have really mailed it in. But they said that dude was at all the meetings. He was everywhere that he could possibly be without actually physically playing. And to me, that says a lot about a guy. Because I don't think that it would have been mandatory for him to have been here. He could have been doing something else different, knowing that he's not going to see the field. I don't know how that works, but the fact that he said he was actually into it and actually contributing, to me, that says a lot about a guy's character. I think Savage just deserves a shot, and I think that we, the fans, SauceNation, HTOWN fans, whatever it may be, I think we need to be behind the dude because not give him the end of the year Schaub treatment whenever he was throwing all the pictures. You know, because I know everybody's going to be ready to, if he doesn't perform, he has a bad outing, they're going to be calling for his head. And I don't think that, you know, he's had the little awkward injuries, and that worries me a little bit, but let's throw that out the window. Let's give the man a shot. Let's let him do what he does. And if he can be successful, it only means better things for Deshaun Watson. It doesn't mean anything negative for Watson. It just means better things, you know. I think Rick Smith is going to pull a stunt. I'm not super high on Rick Smith, but I think he's going to do something somehow to recoup one of those picks. Let's see what else we got. We got chopping up. Yeah, as I say, yeah, Hunt, man, I definitely like him. Our record this season, I know I did the 16-0 video. Well, being honest, being realistic, I could see 12-4, 11-5, something like that, something along those lines. Being realistic, because there's gonna be shit's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You can always find a way that you can see yourself winning every game. But what's gonna happen is we're gonna win a game or two that might not should have went in our favor, but then that same thing's gonna happen in a couple of games. But I definitely see we're definitely gonna be much more competitive. I see the offense looking much more fluid because when Tom, even in the little brief time that he came in last year, when he got in there, you just saw it almost was like you saw what that offense was supposed to look like because it wasn't necessarily high power because he didn't throw any touchdowns, but it just moved, well, at first, a little bit more fluidly. So I think that he'll be all right. I don't think I should have had a laugh. That shit Aaron masturbate to Jerry Jones picks. That's funny. You know, Jerry Jones needs some glory hole. Man. D-line, I definitely think there'll be an improvement. Not just saying that, not that I say that I think Reader will be better than Wilfork. I just think that, you know, Wilfork was on a decline, you know, and Reader's a young guy coming up. And he got to learn a lot. He got to do a little bit, and he did make some plays, some significant plays. And I think he's gonna make a nice little splash. I think we'll be improved there because of some of the other pieces too. Let's see. What else we talking about? Yeah, definitely with the contracts. I feel like they're gonna try to hold DeAndre on their contract situation and maybe try to talk about the production last year. But so I'm hoping that doesn't become an issue. I'm really hoping that doesn't become an issue because that's on them for going to get that shitty ass quarterback. And so, man, 9-7 again. Yeah, 9-7. I want to see improvement. Definitely don't want to go 9-7 again. But yeah, with DeAndre and that contract, so I wonder how negotiations are going with that. I hope they get that out the way because they really don't do a lot of dealing during the season. So there's plenty of time to work on that. So I'm not really too worried about that. Yeah, Grimes is gone. I didn't notice that until somebody had mentioned that. But I liked Grimes. I always liked him. I thought he was like a cheap Arian Foster. He had a nice little run to him, and he would get yards. I just thought that he never really got enough love. I don't think he really got enough of a shot to, to really showcase himself. So, you know what I mean? How many more years realistically? Shit. 2 to 3 at this point right now. I mean, we got some pieces we've signed, but I just don't know. Like I said, we have to see how some of these contracts play out, how the Dwayne Brown situation plays out, how some of these other things go because, even though you have a good team and we see it from the outside and it's all hunky-dory, it could be some things internally that we don't see. Money issues can definitely change the game up. Just with the piece we have now, because I think we lose some guys start coming out of their prime. But then you may have some other pieces. Like I say, but I right now see 2 to 3 because I think we have everything else in place in a good position right now. So 3 years at the most that we can make a legit push at a title run, I think. You think so? I think we have a young team, but it's like I say, some of the components that we have in there are getting a little rusty that are real good guys. And, like I say, you just, with JJ in the back issues, 3 more years, the back won't get stronger. So you got to consider that. I think Clowney will be peaking around that time. And we do have some younger guys, but I think Cushion will be out by that time. J.J. will be gone by that time. We'll see what happens with Kareem. I think we have him under contract for a few more years. And then, like I said, we just have to see what happens with DeAndre. I hope they work that out. Decker, I wasn't really tripping on Decker. Like I say, the age thing. We got a young core, and I think we're good. And then, like I say, the only thing that we really need a veteran for is, like I say, is that advice and that go-to resource. And I think Wes Welker brings that. So I don't, Decker definitely could have helped out the offense. But I think if you're looking towards the future, then, you work with what you have right now. That front seven is gonna be legit. Like I said, it's gonna be, knock on wood, barring any injuries. I think that it could have a chance to be, one of the best. I don't know. You have to kind of pick your poison in that situation. You have Clowney, you have Watt, you have Merciless, you have McKinney. You have to respect. You have to respect Brian Cushing. We're gonna have, I think, with Scarlett looking like Scarlett on that. He's a solid guy, and we're gonna see what he's can do. Talking about breakout players, didn't think about that. Scarlett may be another guy to add to that list. I'm gonna keep an eye on Scarlett. We're gonna see what he can do now that he has a chance to really put his toes in that role, and we're gonna see what happens with that. Man, you think? Man, I think about a couple of guys that we have at safety. Like I said, I think we're going to be all right. Lonnie B is going to be solid. We got Eddie. I mean, you got to think about some plays that some of these guys have made. It's not that they're bad. We just need consistency. I think I'm going to chop it up for about like 2 more minutes before I get up out of here. But definitely, we just like to see more consistency. More consistency, definitely. No, there's no way you're gonna be able to block all those guys at once. But like I said, yeah, I'm gonna just chop it up for a few more seconds. I just want to say, man, thank y'all for fucking with me, man. Like I said on the first live stream, I think it was a success. I got to figure out how to tune some more of this shit in and then make it look a little bit better and get it going. And get it going. so that, like I said, I want this to be interactive because, like I said, man, it's really about y'all. I love hearing y'all's opinions. You know what I'm saying? I can throw my stuff out there, but it's like I said, I'm just a fan, just like y'all are fans, and it's just about making it, sharing the sauce, sharing the flavor. Y'all are the ingredients that make it fresh. So, like I say, I like the live stream thing. I think if y'all think it's cool, maybe try to do it a couple of times a week, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, something like that, or maybe save it for the weekends because I know I usually do Monday through Friday uploading, and then on the weekends I kind of slack off a little bit. So maybe we can do some live streams on the week. We'll work it out. Like I said, we just see how it plays. JJ the greatest of all time? No, not quite. Still definitely number 80. I'm a JJ Watt fan, but man, I feel sad for Andre Johnson because I feel like Andre Johnson got fucked over. I almost wanted Johnson to leave early because I wanted to see him get a ring so bad because that dude put in work through some of the, the dude made Max Schaub look great. The dude made Carr look great. The dude made no names look like all-stars, and they did nothing for him. The dude put in so much. Like, what I'm saying is, people don't realize that because it was in Houston, people won't acknowledge it because he didn't have those double-digit touchdown years because of fucking Kubiak and the bullshit. We get in the red zone, want to run everything, fucking him over, fucking his stats over. That dude Andre Johnson was Jerry Rice like. There were seasons he put up better numbers than Jerry Rice. You know who Jerry Rice had thrown to him, right? If you know who Jerry Rice had thrown to him, go ahead and comment. Put that in the comment section. And then if you know who Andre Johnson had thrown to him, you put that in the comment box. And let's make that comparison. Andre Johnson was putting up Jerry Rice type numbers with nothing at quarterback. And I'm not gonna say nothing with average to below average quarterback play. And man, I just feel like if I wanted to see anybody get it, it was Andre Johnson. I just like, man, y'all don't understand. Like, Andre was the man. And when Andre Johnson whooped Cortland Finnegan's ass, that was one of the greatest moments. That was like one of the greatest Texan. We'll have to talk about great Texan moments. That might be a video we have to talk about, great Texan moments. That might be number one right there. When he whooped Cortland Finnegan's ass, it was just, everybody felt. That dude went to the Rockets game that night and they cheered for him. That's how much the city of Houston loved Andre Johnson. Now, I think in Houston, Andre's the greatest. Now, you asked about JJ. I think nationally, people see JJ Watt as the greatest Texan because he made a national name for himself. And I think that people know JJ Watt from what he's done, and he's smart because he knows how to market his brand. So I think nationally, the view may be JJ Watt as the greatest Texan. To me personally, and I think some of the people I know, other people see it differently, that Andre's the greatest. But then you have a lot of younger Texans fans who see Watt because that's what they know, and so I can understand them and being bigger Watt fans. So that's just the way I see it. But with that being said, man, SauceNation, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, every single one of y'all who subscribe, every single one of y'all who show love. Oh yeah, let me because I haven't been clear on the directions for to win the Madden thing because I know people have been asking. I just want to make sure everybody understands. The way it works is like this. It's just you comment basically on the videos. It's going to go every video that I did from the day I got the 1,000 to July 4th. July 4th, I'll pick a winner. If you want it on PS4, if you want it on 360, if you want it on PS3, you want it on PC or whatever, I don't know, wherever it comes, Xbox One, however you want it. I'll pre-order it if you want Madden. If you don't want Madden, I'll do 2 of the little custom jersey shirts, with the little number on it. Throw whatever you want on the back. Do 2 of those. That's about the equivalent value. And the Madden will be the GOAT edition. So you get all a little extra whatever shit. I'm just learning what all that shit is. Like I said, I just got back on the Madden. I ain't been fucking with the Madden since like Vince Young was on the cover. I don't even know which Madden that was. Man, Was that '08? It was like '08 or '09 when Vince Young was on. That's like the last time I was fucking with Madden Tough. So all this new shit, I'm over here looking at this Ultimate Team shit and all that shit. And oh yeah, if you fucking on the Xbox Live, HonchoSaucy, HonchoSaucy. Fuck with me, add me. I ain't stunting. I'm gonna add you back, be friends. We can play something. But yeah, man. So I'm catching up with all that shit. So like I say, it's the 2 shirts or the Madden Gold Edition 18. So with that being said, like I say, SauceNation, man, like I say, I got love for each and every one of y'all. I appreciate y'all spending a little time with me, chopping it up with me. You know what I'm saying, in the live session. We're going to definitely have to do it again. You can catch me on the Instagram and Twitter at The Real Ed Honcho. If you want that H-Town flavor, that sauce, that just delicious, just dripping flavor, Sauce Sports HTX on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I'm going to start turning it up a notch. I promise. I'm going to go harder. But when that season come, when all that shit come until it's going down, I have some real, I'm telling y'all gonna really want to fuck with it. So with that being said, SauceNation, deuce up. I appreciate y'all fucking me on the live stream. Y'all all be cool. Have a happy June 27th. Turn up, jam some screw. You know what I'm saying? Do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm going to holler at y'all, man. And I'm out.